In preparing for my placement, it really started with the Preparing for Change course.
And it was structured in a way that it really covered all aspects of leaving the country and being in another place.
When the volunteers arrive in India, we provide them with orientation and training, orientation to India's politics, culture, social issues, provide them with language training so that they can have some basic language of the region where they're going to work.
I think the personal qualities that really need, I think as any VSO volunteer, is adaptability, flexibility and humility.
What makes her very good is her attitude to the work, where she is coming to help them in what they need and not what she would like to do for them.
We're here just to motivate them and somehow empower them along the line, but they do everything for themselves.
A volunteer should come in to help people in areas which the people decide what the need is, not the volunteer or VSO deciding.
I went to Ghana and I wasn't expecting to be making so many friends.
She's trying to adapt to the social situation, social life of this area. She's adapted to our language very fast, to the amazement of most of Ghanaians.
I think I was able to blend well with the communities I'm working with. In the first place, that's why I say I'm happy working here. You see, I'm happy when I'm with the people, because they make me feel at home and at ease.
She's always ready to receive people, no matter your problem. She's ready to welcome you at any time.
They really make me feel at home. Yeah. I understand them, they understand me.
I feel accepted by the community here. It's really a big family for me. I feel more of not as a foreigner, but part of the community here.
Sam is a kind of person wherein very easy to adjust and a flexible person.
He can easily communicate with the people here in Morong, specifically here in his school.
Working with Muslim colleagues has been no problem at all. They've just been really welcoming. There's certain things you have to be careful about, the way you dress. Have a good weekend? You wouldn't go into work and start criticising their religion. I mean, just obvious things, really. But as individuals to work with, they've been really lovely.
There's a super cultural mix here, and I find that really fascinating.
I have a lot to share. The handicrafts, fascinates me. Even their music, even their dances, and they're good dancers. They are beautiful people here.
Even though I was in a country with black people, people could still see, they could still tell that I wasn't from that country. And so I did get a lot of attention.
I can't walk out the door without them all just staring at me. There's like probably about 50 of them. On a Sunday morning, you just want a bit of privacy, you just want to be able to relax a bit.
I think I've turned a corner, I really do. I've got a new philosophy, and I think it's because I've begun to understand the nature of my job at last.
Now I'm so glad I'm still here. What I've learned is that just my being over here has such a big impact on people here living in Altai. For example, neighbors, with colleagues. And although we have the language problem, I can sing a song, play guitar, show them pictures from Holland, playing a game with the children of the neighbors.
I expected things would be harder, but no, things were made less difficult by the people around me.
I think it's really important that you are realistic about the fact that next to the work you're going to do, you are going to need to have a social life there.
Not many couples share everything. They share perhaps the way they live, they share the way they think in certain circumstances, but they don't share their work necessarily. And you have to be prepared to share everything. And that for some people would be very intrusive.
I think the first relationship I had, I knew to myself that it wasn't going to last, but the second relationship I had, it was, you know, it was going so well, but I was, you know, concerned.
He does cheer me up. He's my best friend here. It can be quite a lonely existence, actually, otherwise.
I think I'm leaving behind a facility that a lot of the disabled children of the province can access.
Usually, or certainly in our case, you come back stronger and able to face more challenges, and I think we'd be able to, you know, put up with most difficulties that kind of London living could put in front of us now, having done that for 2.5 years together, basically.
It's one of the most amazing experiences I've had. I learned so much, and I feel I was really privileged to have the opportunity to live and work with Nigerians and see what everyday life was for them.
I'm touching people's lives, you know, and I'm learning a lot from them too.
When you're planning to go overseas, you have to have an open mind, a positive attitude when you're coming back here.
I think much more to learn than I've got to share.